Hey family, it's your boy, always living blessed on the Mental Gardener channel. Just wanted to stop in, see how you guys were doing. Also, tomorrow is Father's Day. So I just wanted to wish my amazing brothers, amazing stepfathers, amazing father figures, even amazing moms and aunts and grandmoms that are out there playing that father figure role. You know, it's a job that is unsung, that is sometimes unrewarded, but it's a job that is much needed. So I just want to take the time out to wish you guys a happy Father's Day. May you guys have many more. Don't think that what you are doing, the sacrifices you are making, are in vain. I'm living proof that I was blessed where I had my grandma, my mom, my uncles, people in the community, people in my church, people in school, some coaches. I had a lot of destiny helpers to help me get to where I am today. So I was very blessed. Some of them may not have been my biological father, but they still taught me something that I use today. So just know that if you are a father figure to someone, it is appreciated. It is a blessing to them. And I just wanted to say thank you. Whoever you are, and whoever you are for them, I'm quite sure whether they small, whether they older, whether they may be stubborn, whether they may be, overly thanking you, I want to say thank you too. Because without my destiny helpers and my father figures in my life, they say it takes a village to raise a child. That is a true statement. And these days, a lot of kids don't have that. I was blessed where I had that village and I had them father figures in play. So I was very lucky. And then when my father did come around, I was blessed to have that additional figure. So I just wanted to say thank you, from the bottom of my heart, to you guys for making me be who I am and for making the next generation be who they are. I appreciate it. They appreciate it. Even if they don't voice it right now, I appreciate it because you're instilling into our future. You're investing into our future. And I wanted to thank you guys for that. I was blessed to become a father at 28. Junior was my first. He made me grow up. He made me identify what type of man I wanted to be, what type of father I want to be. I was blessed with Hero. Hero, I kind of had a good idea of what to do, and I enjoyed, that. Having them both is a learning experience every day. Seeing how they grow, seeing the things I instill into them get put into action is rewarding. Even the things that my mother has told me, I put it into action. Even the things that my father, my biological father, told me, we got to put into action. I'm going to give you a little background about myself. My father was not around for me, not by choice. He was incarcerated for a very long time because he decided that he did not want to give up information on some people, and he didn't. So they gave him lengthy time, and he served that time. And when he got out, we bonded, we connected. My father was there through letters, but he wasn't there through physical, and he was kind of there through phone calls as well. But when I became a man, I needed that father figure, and I was blessed to be able to have it in my 20s. My mom was always thanked by my father on what a wonderful job she did for me. And my mom would always give the utmost high the glory and say, hey, that wasn't me, that was God. He's the father of us all, but, I want to say my mom had a lot to do with it. She put them church values in me. I'm a praying man, God-fearing man. He is my ultimate father. He's everybody's ultimate father. But I want to give thanks to my dad because the best advice he gave me when I became a correction officer. When I told him I was going to go into that profession, he laughed at me. He was like, he didn't laugh at me in a bad way. He laughed at me because, it's weird, he spent time in jail and now your son's going to work in the jail. So it was kind of conflicting to him. But he was like, son, I'm going to tell you this. Remember, you live there. You visit, they live there. Be fair, be consistent, be firm, and always be neutral, and as long as you do your job, no extras, they'll respect that, and I want to say, like, that probably was like the best advice my dad gave me for my career. I was a good officer, I didn't stay in that profession too long. It is a very emotionally draining job. I commend so many correction officers that do it and do it for so long. But I mean, that was the best advice he gave me in that career. That was like the best. He gave me a jewel beyond jewels. And because of that, I had that jewel. I was able to become very successful in that profession. And I was able to use those things that I learned from him, his teachings. My dad used to love metaphors, so he would use a bunch of metaphors. I kind of use them to this day. It's kind of funny, but that was the one thing that he gave me was like the awesome advice. He told me about, he was very apologetic that he wasn't there, but when he did make up for when he wasn't there. He offered to buy me a big wheel. That was funny. But he gave me crucial advice. Me talking about my father that wasn't there, the reason why I brought him up, there's a lot of men out there who don't have father figures. And they do have someone that is kind of like the father. It could be their aunt, their mom, uncle, stepdad, whoever. The reason why I brought my dad into the picture is because I had father figures in place. Even my mom's friend, Wayne, may he rest in power. But when he came out, I got to know my dad, and he got to know me. And we were able to have that, I guess you fill that void, because that was my father. He brought me in this world. He participated in bringing me in this world, So what I want to say to those gentlemen whose father has not been around, when your dad gets the opportunity to come back in your life and he wants to come right, let him. Because that's not easy. Sometimes it takes, I'm not going to lie, sometimes it takes men to grow up and realize things much later in life. I want to say I realize things now in my late 30s that I wish I would have knew in my early 20s. I probably would be completely wifed up. Well, I mean, I would completely have it's like funny, we don't get it until later. So my thing is, if you can forgive your father, and he come back, forgive him. Get to know him, Because, even though he wasn't there, it's a blessing to him, Because God will put in place people that will help you until he gets back in place. So me saying that, if you have the opportunity to get to know your father, open that door. Let that door stay open. My father, he passed in 2018, man, beat cancer only to die of a heart attack. Crazy. But it was a time. But I appreciate the lessons he gave me. I appreciate the time that we had. I appreciated it, and I forgave him for not being there, I'm quite sure if he had a choice, he would have been there, but he wasn't. So I forgave him for that. And as fathers, we got to learn how to forgive so our children can learn how to forgive us when we mess up, So my thing is, if you have the opportunity to be a good father, be a good father. If father's not there, give him a chance to be there, And if you and the mom are not getting along, still be a dad. Because at the end of the day, a girl needs her father so she can see what a man is supposed to look like. The boy needs his father so he knows how a man's supposed to be like. Well, I think I got it wrong. But I'm saying, like, listen, you know, it's important to be a dad. You know, there's certain things that you learn, your son is going to learn from you. There's certain things your daughter is going to learn from you. You know, be there. You know, go out your way. If you're not there, be there. You know, my son, I love to take my son to amusement parks. I do. It's money, but I do. But you know what my son loves to do? My son loves for me. My one son loves for me to take him to the beach. He just wants to. He likes to walk around and talk to me at the beach. My youngest loves to go to like Walmart and walk around. Some of the times you don't need money to do stuff with them. They just want to do stuff with you. Be curious with you. Explore with you. Just talk to you. You know, grant them that. Be that. You know? So I wanted to say thank you for being awesome dads, being awesome father figures. And I love you guys. You guys matter. I appreciate you guys watching my videos. But your boy trying to get that play button. Can you please subscribe? Please subscribe. Like, click on the bottom of the things, the subscribe button. You know, you don't even have to put the ringing bell on there. Just subscribe. You know, I appreciate that. You know, get the play button. I'm gonna thank all y'all. It's gonna be, even though it'll be my house, it'll be y'all play button too. And I thank you guys for subscribing to Instagram. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for, you know, the helpful feedback, the feedback. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Be blessed. Stay safe and be safe. Enjoy y'all Father's Day.